Hello, welcome everyone. Today I will be covering the topic CRT, which stands for Candle Range Theory. It's a famous topic on the crypto Twitter, CT in general. So yeah, it's sold as some holy grail, but it's a very simple topic. Usually people sell it for higher prices. Yeah, yeah, you don't need to spend money. It's a very simple topic. I will break it down to the simplest terms, and I will also share different use cases. Okay. Usually it takes 4-5 hours, but when people are trying to talk slow and stuff, but I will try to stick to the topic. Okay, so let's get into the video. So CRT, basically it stands for Candle Range Theory. C for candle. So what exactly is candle? So candle is basically just open, low, high, and close. So this makes a candle. So let's move next. R stands for range. So CR, candle range. So open, low, high, close, and the range is the range between low and high or low. So this is a candle range, as mentioned in the video. Okay, T stands for theory. It's theory regarding candle range. So CRT stands for candle range theory. So let's see what the theory means in theory. So when a new candle closes within the range of the previous candle after breaching the range of the candle, it's a CRT model. Well, it's complicated, but yeah, I will explain on this part. So basically, this is a candle range. The theory says when a candle breaches the candle range, which means a new candle is breaching the previous candle's range, and it's closing back inside the previous candles range, it's a CRT. So this was a candle range and we breached and then we closed within the candle range. So now this is a CRT model. And what this model says, ideally in theory, it covers the whole candle range of 50%. So after this happens, it breaches and closes within the candle range. It should touch the 50% or should cover the whole candle range. So So that's the theory. So there are multiple ways to use it. One can ideally just wait for this candle structure to form within the candle range and then just trade the entry as the close of this candle and stop loss over this, and target could be the 50% and or the 100%. It depends on a lot of factors, whether it will be a 50% or 100%. Nothing can be 100% when it comes to probability. So okay. So yeah, there are three setups within this. So first is this one. We cover the whole 100% of the candle range. The next one is we cover the 50%. See, in this example, we did the candle range thing, CRT thing, and then we went for the 50% and then we reversed. And the third possible case, the third scenario is we don't respect it at all. We do a CRT and then we just reverse without even touching the 50%. The thing is, CRT model testing, there's a very high probability that the CRT model will do either this complete the 100% or will do the 50%. And to very less number of time, it does this thing without touching the 50% or 100%, it flips. So there's a higher probability to trade CRT, which makes it a edge for trading. So yeah, there are different types of CRTs which I'll be covering. So this will simplify all the doubts which usually generates when someone is trying to trade a CRT. First model is simple. First candle makes the CRT. First candle makes the candle range. Second candle makes the CRT thing. It breaches and closes within the range. And the third candle does the 100% or the 50%. That's the first CRT model or the first CRT type. And the second one, the first candle makes the candle range, the second candle breaches, then comes within and covers the whole candle. So, or the 50%. This happens like the same candle, it's breaching one side, then comes within the candle range and does the 100% or the 50%. So this is one is possible too. And the third case, so we do make a candle range. The second candle it breaches, comes with closes within, and then we start a down move. It can take 2 candles, 3 candle, 4 candle, 5, 6, 7, 8. It can take n number of candles to do this to reach the 50% or the 100%. There's no fixed number at how much it should take. It can be refined through order flow, VWAP, or point of interest if there's a good point of interest or like a good level to get rejected from or have the setup. You will take less candles to complete the setup. But yeah, it depends on places to places how much candle intensity it has to finish it. And the fourth one, yeah, same thing. It's not necessary on the second candle itself. After the candle range, it should do. And the fourth case, yeah, we made a candle range. The second candle is within the range. It hasn't breached on either side. So the third candle, it breaches and closes in. Now we have a CRT model. As we have breached, we have met the condition of breaching, and then we met the condition of closing in, and then we start to move to do 100% or the 50%. The fifth case, here we had like one, two, three candles within the range itself. We haven't breached the candle range made by the first candle, so we are still within the candle range. So now what candle range theory tells us? So we wait for it to get breached. We breached and then we closed within the candle range. Now we start the down move. And hence we target the 100% or the 50%. Same thing. It's only valid after we breach the level, then we close within. This is a simple setup. And the sixth one, it's very rare, but it's still considered as CRT. Usually we see a open low high close or a high or a open high low close. But usually that's the scenario. But some cases the close or close and high are the same or the open or low the same. Like it's like the flat close houses. There's no high or there's no low for the wick. So yeah, it happens when you are totally bullish. So this happens. There was an example today which I will be showing you later on. But in this case, we did close and high at the same point. And then the next candle just opens slightly above, and then we do a CRT. We breached the previous level, the candle, and then we did a CRT. Now the CRT is in place. We start falling, and we do 100% or the 50%. So yeah, so there are 6 models. Do take a note of them. This will help you when you try to trade them or look at them on the charts. So now the main question is how to use it. Well, it's a 3 candle formation. First is a range decider. First candle is always a range decider. Second one is the breacher. It's not valid. It's not in play until you breach the level and close back in. Second candle gives you the hint, which triggers or which makes a CRT possible is the second candle. First candle, it could be any candle, and every candle is a candle. Every candle has a candle range, so every candle can be considered. But the second candle, which breaches and closes back within, is what triggers the CRT model. So the third is the target taker. Target taker, it could be the 100% or the 50%. So for most people, yeah, for if you're a beginner or you have heard of the CRT for the first time, one should be looking to the second candle, sorry, third candle. After the close of second candle, then only beginner or who is trying to trade CRT for the first time should be looking at the third candle, not at the second one, not at the first one. He or she should be looking at the third candle trades. As everything is confirmed that the CRT is existing, is confirmed. So yeah, and the one thing is like the 2 and 3 can be same. The range breacher and the target taker can be the same, as I explained in this scenario. this same candle breached the high and also took the target. Same thing, breached the high and took the target. So it can be the same thing. For someone who has been trading for a while and have some experience and can use multi-time frame analysis using CRT or anything which you use personally, like order flow, VWAP, it could be anything which you have a good hand on. Yeah, then you can anticipate and create the second candle. It takes a lot of experience and a lot of examples to visualize and see the scenarios. It's a mix of different strategies. Then only you can trade the second candle. I will show you here the examples of how to use it on monthly time frame. Yeah, but to trade the second candle, a lot of conviction is needed. So which take time. It takes a lot of time to understand it and grasp it completely. But as a beginner who is trying to just journal it over time, you will figure out how to mix it and trade it. Okay, so now let's move to the examples part. I will show you some examples from today, one of my good trades using the CRT, and also something which is happening in the live, which you can track it within a week or so. Okay, so let's move to the charts. Here are the charts. So first we will start with Nifty. There was one CRT model which happened on daily. Okay, this was one of the smoothest trades. I didn't participate on it like on full quantity. This was a small one, but yeah, this happened on the spots chart. I usually look at the futures one, but when it comes to daily or to get a buy or something, I usually go to both the charts, futures and spot, both. I don't trade it actually, but it's good for the bias. So yeah, here you can see, okay, I use Fibonacci tool, mark the 50%. So this candle, I marked the high and low of the candle and also the 50%. So what does the CRT say? The next candle should breach the high of the range or high or low of the range and close within. In this candle, we breach the high. You can clearly see we breach the high. Then we closed within the candle range. Now what the theory says, we should be targeting the 50% or the 100%. So that's all there was. And yeah, we did the 100%. And if you use it with the one time framing, which I showed it in detail in one of my previous videos, really once we did this and we started doing single time framing, it was all in. So we fell for days. So that's one way of using CRT completion, but it needs a lot of conviction to hold this one. It's naturally not possible. But yeah, you get the idea, like how you can use it. It was on like daily time frame, but it happens on the 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's very much possible to capture those. Okay, so how I will explain how to do the time frame thing. To get the confirmation that we are inside the candle. So now we move to the low time frame to see if there are lower CRTs. Yeah, so you can see it here. After we entered the candle range from Thursday, here on Friday, you can see we did a CRT here. See this candle, then we breached the high of this candle. Wait, let me zoom in. Let me log this. So you can see it here. This candle, well, we breached the high of the previous day, then it came in. So now, like this is a bit advanced using multiple time frame and entering the second candle. But now you got the bearish bias. So what you can do here is, yeah, this CRT thing, this candle range. Look at it, and yeah, okay, I will mark it out for you. Okay. Now the CRT, the candle range is in place. Now what the theory says that we should breach the high or low of the candle. Then we should close within the range. If both things happen, now we are short. Now we have the higher time frame confluence, which is in play right now. If we breach this, we have already denied or we have failed to the CRT model. So now we have a low time frame entry, and we also have a higher time frame confirmation, or which is adding the bias. So both time frames combined, and we are good to go. We can target the 50%, or we can just target the 100%. It was up to you. This is a bit advanced, but yeah, this is how one can use CRT. I will share more example in this video, but yeah, do take notes like how it can be used. Okay, so let's move to the next example. Okay, so we have one current live example which I will be covering at the end of the video. So stay tuned and watch it to the end. So there was one trade I took on BTC. It was a great and beautiful trade. Okay, so yeah, it was CRT formed on Thursday and it took trade on Friday. Yeah, this one. So the point of interest is very important thing. As you can see here, we have a like equal lows sort of thing here, and yeah, so that gave me a bias to look for longs. Okay, so we had this thing going on here, like yeah, we did a swing failure pattern and then we rejected. So this thing made it a good level, like a good rise, what do we call good support. Okay, so good support was the here, and yeah, we came in, we did a swing failure pattern, and look closely. What did we do? We did a CRT here. So mark this. I did mark it for you. So we did a CRT here, and so what's the bias now? What's the theory says? We should target 50% or should target the 100%. As I got the conviction from the previous low was breached, faked out, and there was a lot of absorption and all this stuff on the daily thing. It gave me a conviction that yeah, sellers are trapped. Now we are bullish. We did a swing failure pattern as well. So now this is giving me a bias to go long. So everything is indicating me to go long. And as we did a strong pushback, a strong rejection. So this made me take a trade in the recent session. Okay. Okay. So this was open of that day here around here. Okay. Yeah, around here there was open. Yeah. So I took a trade at this. The CRT gave me conviction to trade it. You can see it here. This candle range, and we did CRT on this. And I took, yeah, it was like a small trade, a small quantity trade. It was like this was a big risk reward trade and high conviction rate, so I had to get involved. So I took in. It was like a big huge trade. It was like minus 215, 17 something. I kept taking the partials at different points throughout the day. But yeah, it was one of my sweetest trades using CRT. And like yeah, order flow was very necessary in this. So this gave me a confirmation that we are very bullish now. So yeah, this gave me a conviction to enter here and stay long. So as soon as we breach this and yeah, did same failure pattern, it gave me all the conviction to close. Like everything is done. So sometimes you get lucky with CRT and capture this, but you have to, like, it takes a lot of experience. Don't try this if you're a beginner or you're hearing about the CRT for the first time. Spend some time with it, experiment, and then see. Well, everything should be done on the demo. I'm not a financial advisor, just in case someone decides to sue me for something. Okay, so yeah, there are some trade examples which I took on Nifty. In one of my previous trade breakdowns, I explained it, but yeah, I will cover them again. One was on 16th, yeah, 16th October, yeah. This thing, the CRT thing, this was a previous day, the whole range thing. As yeah, I'm marking it as it's a good level, not for the CRT thing. It is a good level. It was a ledge as we fell down and we failed to close above. There are more than 3 TPOs. I can just say this was a ledge. Ledge is a level which has been held. So yeah, this candle, huge 250 minutes candle, and we already at 9:45. So yeah, I usually take a trade around 10. So yeah, this thing, and we did a CRT here. And there was also a CRT on 30 minutes, which I will share. But yeah, the CRT gave me conviction. What does the CRT say? CRT says a candle should breach the high or low, and then it should close within the candle, and then it should touch the 50% or the 100%. Everything was there. As the candle is pink, it shows there's high volume too. There was a volume spike, and it was also at a ledge. So the point of interest has matched. And we also had some absorption, and everything was done. So this gave me a cue to shit. Yep, hold like closed it around somewhere here. Like it was closed based on 5 minutes, but yeah, you get the idea. It was done 100%. So yeah, on 30 minutes, there was confirmation for this as well. Yeah, you see, on 30 minutes, this was CRT2. So extra confirmation, and CRT was done on the full candle. So yeah, that's one of the examples. This another example on okay, there's another example on 25th, I guess. Yeah, 25th. Here it is. This was a long trade I took here. I had a long bias for some other reasons for high retreat levels and other stuff gave me a bullish bias. So I was looking for long entries. So this gave me a conviction here. As you can see, let me zoom in. This range, you can see this is the candle range. This candle gave a range. And what the CRT say, breach it on one side, high or low, and then it should close within the candle. It was by a few points. Yeah, rules are rules. We closed and I had bullish bias. There was low absorption and all the other things which I needed to enter, and I entered it here. And ideally, like simple CRT thing, the target should be here. But yeah, I had some high rate level around this point, so I continued to stay in the trade, and yeah, we kept going. So that's one way to use CRT. Okay, so I covered the daily thing and a few examples on Nifty. And yeah, there was one today which I should be explaining. Okay, so let me explain the today's example. So CRT on the first candle. So this wasn't perfect one, but yeah, example should be example. So in 5 minutes candle, we did a CRT. We breached it and we closed within. And yeah, we did the 50%. I'm saying the 50% because we breached above and we invalidated the CRT. CRT gets invalidated when you breach the high or the low of the candle, which triggered the CRT or the second step of the CRT candle. So if it breaches high or low of the candle outside the range, it's a fail of a CRT. So yeah, we did the 50%, and yeah, so before the 100% was done, we invalidated. So that was one of the examples from today. Okay. Okay. So that's one way. Okay. There's another example, a trade on BTC, which I took yesterday. So I had a bias of going bearish. So yeah, I had a bias on BTC to be bearish yesterday because of the high rate levels, and also there was Sunday range. I wanted to cover the Sunday range to be has to be covered. So this I had a bearish bias. So around this level, the final target was there. But yeah, I will explain the whole trade. I took this trade on the 5 minutes, but I also had the conviction from the 15 minutes. I will explain both. So first things first, the trade thing. The trade I took was here. As you know, I trade swing failure patterns with all the absorption, OI, and all the confirmation I need. So yeah, this was the entry, and close was around here. There was swing failure pattern with huge volume. That was my close. Okay. So yeah, this was the close. Okay, this was a good, nice trade. Okay, I will explain with CRT terms. So you see, I had a bearish bias after the New York Open. New York Open around here, this point, I had a bearish bias. So I was looking for bearish setups to enter the trade. Because my target was like around this point, there was a high trade level around this point, and also the main target was the Sunday range. So yeah, once the CRT was formed, okay, the CRT, you can see it here. I remove this as I explained it. Okay, so we did a CRT here. The CRT here is on this candle, this blue candle. So this blue candle open and high is marked. Now we have the range. What did we do? We did a CRT and yeah, 50% was the target. But yeah, this was setup is a setup. So I entered it here. I The target was like 100% for the CRT thing, but it gave me an entry model confirmation. When it is a swing failure pattern, additional confirmation is CRT. Same thing. Okay, the top loss was a bit above, but okay, there was another CRT here. Okay. So yeah, if I would have like placed the strict stop loss right at the uh, high of this candle, then would have been a failed one. But I did swing failure pattern, so I gave some room at least. So yeah, same thing happened again. This candle, and we did a CRT. So ideal target should be the low of the candle, and the final target was I used same reasoning. I used the swing failure pattern, and additional confirmation was the CRT. Okay, both things are done, and now the extra confirmation. Okay, now you can see it here. We also had this thing CRT on the 15 minutes, which gave me the conviction to hold my trade. And yeah, this was the conviction to hold the trade, because like we did a CRT and 100% target. Yeah, now like everything is a match. My swing failure pattern with CRT gave me extra confirmation to hold the trade. And once it started falling, we broke the structure and everything was fine. Sunday range target. And we did some swing failure pattern with good absorption. So that was my cue to close it all. And yeah, the current scenario which we are having on the Nifty, you can watch this play live now in the coming days too. So on the weekly, which one should I use? Okay, we'll use the futures. So on weekly, we have this candle range here. So we had this candle range. Next week, what did we do? We are still inside the range, and the third candle, which is ideally the second candle of the CRT. So we did breach, and we are in the inside range. We are inside the range of this candle. So now the CRT is in play. But remember, this is the candle which is triggering the CRT. So only the folks which have experience with the CRT or have seen multiple examples and have traded it should be looking to trade it. So as I mentioned earlier, like there is this also a good point of interest. We did test it and then we have bounced back. So as one of the trades which I explained earlier on BTC, it's a similar model to that. At a key level, we are doing did some absorption and then we bounced back. Yeah, it's a good reversal setup. And we had a like streak of falling for a month or so, and this could very well be the end of the whole downfall move. Okay, so now we move to the daily thing. So same thing, we had the weekly CRT, and then we did a swing failure pattern. We are back into the range, and yeah, this gives a bullish bias to at least target the 50% or the 100%. There are some who consider this as a CRT2. You don't consider it because I haven't seen it or tested it. So yeah, that's one thing. So yeah, some consider this as a CRT, but I'm not considering it because I haven't seen it or tested this one. So it's a big no for me. So yeah, but still we are in the second candle. If we close anywhere around or below this one, we could target the 50% or the 100%, or like it could just do the trend reversal thing like we did on the BTC. We just flipped the whole game. Like all the entry models I showed, like how I used CRT as a extra confirmation after the swing failure pattern absorption and all that stuff. Okay, so this is all and everything one needs about CRT. I shared more than what the $500 courses will teach you. They will only teach you what CRT is, but I explained how to use mix and match with other things and other properties to build an extra conviction. Okay, cool. If you like the video, do drop a like, share, and subscribe. Well, yeah, cool. See you in the next video then.